Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 20. Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the New York Giants. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down, here's Barkley, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. Out to his left. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw is gone. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
It's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Goff. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets them 8. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. To the air again. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Goff throwing again. The quick slot caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 4 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. Throwing again is Goff. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
So spinning away. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York Giants offense making their way back onto the field, and this is a team that is struggling this season, Charles. 1-6, close game against Atlanta, but bottom line, another loss. And some people saying now, what do you do with the quarterback spot going forward?
Yeah, Eli Manning played well against Atlanta. In fact, Sterling Shepard and Odell Beckham Jr. were well over 100 yards receiving in the game, but there were still missed opportunities, still chances late in the game. Clock management became an issue. Tried to run 2 quarterback sneaks, ate up 40 seconds in time. Heavy, so many things that could have been in that game just didn't happen. With the Giants at 1-6, Washington coming up this weekend at home, if somehow they fall to 1-7, I think the Giants then have a serious discussion about what to do going forward at the quarterback position.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Ebukam, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack. And that's what I'm seeing so far.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, we've got a second here. Let's take a peek around the league. What's coming up week 8. A couple big games as we near the halfway point of the season, Charles. I'm mainly looking at Philly and Jacksonville and London, and then New Orleans and Minnesota. That should be interesting.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Philly and Jacksonville, both teams struggling right now. The Eagles have already lost 4 games. They lost 3 all of last season. Both of those teams need a win in a big way. New Orleans at Minnesota, the Saints are on a heck of a roll right now. They've won 5 in a row, but the Vikings quietly have won 3 straight and seem to be getting their footing on defense again. And how about Green Bay? They had the week off this past week. Big win over San Francisco at home on a Monday night. They now head out to face the 7-0 Rams in Los Angeles. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that one. That is a big one indeed.
Aaron Rodgers, Todd Gurley, let's do this.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. From the 50, it's Goff. And Cooks hands it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Goff. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods as the first half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. One final try now for Manning. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to...
He got his man complete. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make our score 14-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
That's taken on the 25. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
But that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise. Because we know, OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Goff. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. And it'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To the air again. Gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution. A 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing now. Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Goff. There's that man again. It's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Gurley showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. One final try now for Manning. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.